Hey guys, Ethrion here from Langrisser C. I'm from the Guild Legion of Scorn, and here's the next video in the series covering the Disney Apex Cup Season 2. This is the Group E, E for Epsilon finals between Transhallow and Vision, or as he's known nowadays, Boolied Boy. So let's do a basic box analysis. On the left, you can see it's pretty much a rush box. You can see movement enablers in the form of Imelda, in the form of Akaya, and Luna. So this is a looks like a single target focused rush box. Not much AoE here. And I think one of the biggest giveaways is that the fact there's only one tank. Basically, that kind of gives the game away that this is a rush box. On Vision side, you have interesting. So he has a sweeper in the form of Ashram. That's not commonly seen. And he has a Bow Luna, probably for her excellent mobility. Who else is unusual? Claret. Basically, he's building long mobility units to try to counter Transhallow's tendency to do single target rush. And the rest is pretty much the usual. So 2 tanks and 1, 2, 3 healers. Interesting that he chooses Tiaris, because he basically wants to heal up in between attacks. Alright, Zerida's first ban. Note there is a Demon Zerida, so she can kill things that Assassin Zerida wouldn't normally be able to kill. Yusuke first pick, because he needs Yusuke as a sweeper once the tank is dead. This is a kill dog strategy as always. Yusuke and Liana, so he gets rid of 1 sweeper. Rian. Okay, Sonya and Ares are banned, fair enough. Ashram. No. Hiei and Leonhardt. Okay, fair enough. He picks a Hiei. So note that he basically has a time faction buff here. But that also means that if he picks 3 threats in a row, he's not going to have any healers. So his aim is to try to out-trade Vision. Claret and Wyler gone. This would be a Tiaris pickup from Vision. So this is just pure DPS, and he's banning out all the movement enablers. Yep. Ashram? Yes, good. So just to clarify, a sweeper basically means a unit that's capable of soloing multiple units when there is no tank on the field. So the strategy is to kill the tank and use a sweeper to, as the name suggests, sweep up the rest of the enemy units. So on Trans's side, that would be Yusuke. On Vision side, he has no sweeper, so he is playing a very standard slow tank push game, trying to withstand the onslaught. I should do some skills and troops. So Juggler the usual, DJ the usual, Tiaris, interesting, Shield against Yusuke. Yeah, Shield is there to use against Yusuke. Wind Spiral. Interesting choice. So instead of Wind God Realm, Luna brings Wind Spiral so she can cycle this more often. And Defense Command, a very defensive setup. Okay, Illustrio with Demon Hunters. Alright. So longer range but kill potential not quite as there. Here is the usual Shilinka. So she flies because she has ranged units. Then she can teleport, then blah blah blah. 1 block range of the target. Okay, so Vision has to be very careful about spacing out his units. He cycles his Wind Spiral. Teleport. Okay. So Shilinka doesn't really have to worry, because once you kill her the first time, she's actually, what do you call it? She's actually can revive with a slumber state. Yeah. Her gimmick is such that if you... Okay, ignore guard. Not gonna kill though, because Illustrio of Demon Hunters is sad, as you can see. And Deedlit is gonna move in an alternate position. So how you counter Shilinka is just to make sure that no one stands next to your tank. Otherwise, Shilinka might be able to one-shot your tank, even Juggler through water. Gospel, move again. And then space out over here into an arrowhead formation. No, okay, so a bit more passive than that. Right, come and hit me again, Illustrio. Interesting. Is that because she is not taking action? Blah 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 blah. Bloody grip. So he used the bloody grip to attack from range, basically. Melee soldiers, they will also attack. Yeah, so this is a range Shilinka once if she has a skill cooldown. So you see that again? Yeah. The damage dealt is a bit lesser than I expected. Okay, everybody's trying to kill the Boluna, Whirlwind procs, so good luck to that. Double attack may work though, but not with Healing Light. He's gonna do a heal reversal, but that was shield, right? Wasn't that shield? Ah, how cheeky. Interesting. Was that? Yeah, there's a gospel. So, yeah, okay. So it wasn't a heal reversal. It wasn't the Fist of the Mortal Flame. Faction buff on the juggler. He has his pick of targets. He is stunned and defenseless. So unless Rian can pull off some major miracles here, it looks like this is a dead rush player. Yusuke is angry, blah blah. Ah, Mimir, interesting. Still a full health Luna. They've tried everything. It still doesn't work. Not gonna kill. Yeah, well, no faction buff. And he has tanky units. So, yeah, that's a bit sad. That's not what you commonly expect. Yeah, there's a dead Shilinka. She's gonna go into a slumber state. So she can't move in return for reviving. As you can see, let me just click on that so you can see that. So cannot take effect. After effect ends, restores 50% of unit's HP. So if you don't read her skill, basically you cannot kill her unless she's in the slumber state, which she is now. So this would be a perfect opportunity to kill off the Shilinka. Because if you leave it be, if you leave her be, she's going to heal up again, 50% as mentioned. Okay, nothing really spectacular. Heal up the juggler, being very careful. Let me see if the Yusuke can reach. Yeah, definitely can. So you want to make sure your juggler's last rites are there. There's no heal negation because the gospel should still be in effect. Yep, invulnerable. So this is, yeah. There's no way for Trans to come back, unfortunately. Next action would be to kill off Rian or to kill off Shilinka and be shocked. So 2 targets would be dead next turn. The following action by Vision. Illustrio first banned onto this map. Not surprising. This is one of her very best maps. Landis is dead. Landis is gone, sorry. As usual, kill dog. Zerib's Demon Zerida first pick. Yusuke and Juggler are gone, so no sweeper. Yusuke is picked, interesting, so all the tanks are banned. And this is a good pick because he doesn't have any tanks on his side, so Yusuke will clean house. Zerida and Claret for extreme mobility. Ashram and Deedlit are gone. Ares. And you're gonna pick a Boluna. No, interesting. No Boluna. Rian instead. Okay. Liana Wyler. Are you gonna pick a healer? Or are you going to pick a Boluna for zoning potential? Healer. Safe pick. Okay. Boluna, Claret gone. So all the long legs are gone. Probably Zerida, I suppose. Gizarov. Okay. For the faction buff, I assume. So that means that Yusuke actually doesn't have that much downtime because Gizarov can faction buff for him. It's just that Leonhardt will not have a faction buff. Wait, let me just double check that theory. Yeah, double AoE. So he does bring a faction buff for Leonhardt, okay. A faction buff for himself and Rian. Shield as well. Shield against who? Who does shield block? Interesting, anyway. Okay, Zerda going as far as possible because Leonhardt can teleport. So basically, Vision prioritizes the faction buff onto Leonhardt over Yusuke being easy to use. Okay, Rian is transformed. Ares is setting up for next turn. Alright, what's gonna happen? Defensive tile, Royal Cavalry is gonna be very hard to kill unless the Claret tries. Okay, what are you gonna kill? Noble charge of the Rian. This should be a dead Rian though, I think. Oh, it's not. Yeah, that's just how hard as in tough Rian is. Let's see that again. Curious to see how that happened. Okay, let's watch the animation. There's also a factor of how tanky Vision's Rian is with 849 defense. So this is why you kind of want to build your Rian tanky. Really? That's it? Okay, fair enough. So basically what will have happened is that Ares is dead, and he doesn't have to be cleaned up immediately. The next step will probably be Leonhardt to AoE the entire team of Trans, and then he can have a follow-up attack onto either Zerida or Claret just to make a favorable trade. So once that trade is done, there's basically no real way for Trans to come back. He does not have a sweeper on his side because his Yusuke was first banned. His Yusuke on the other side is going to basically clean house, and most of the time Claret might be able to deal with Yusuke by herself, but not with Rian in the background. So once this Ares kill failed, the momentum was on Vision's side. Still, it would have been nice to see it play out though. But yeah, this was basically pick ban as well as units are too hard to kill kind of victory. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you found that helpful, useful, entertaining, and as always, this is Etrion, signing off.